Building an effective school management system, Part 1. Hello everybody. My name is Hasnain Haider. I am a civil engineer with more than 32 years of experience. Today I present a framework for school owners and management to help them build an effective school management system. In fact, this framework guides how to do systematic operation and it is applicable for any service sector. I have tailored this presentation to suit to school business. This framework is based on PEMS model, which is conceptualized from 24 years of my experience in the oil and gas sector. With its help, I have endeavored to solve the problem schools are facing currently in providing quality education. I can assure you that this framework, if adopted, may lead any school to success by producing quality students. Let me clarify to you that this is not a computer application or any software program on a school. In fact, it is a systematic management approach which helps in managing school in an effective way with focus on quality education. Table of content. For easy listening and understanding, the entire discussion is divided into 4 parts. Part 1, Introduction. Part 2, PEMS Model. Part 3, Application of PEMS Model in School Scenario. And Part 4, Benefits of using PEMS Model. Each part is approximately 10 to 15 minutes long. At the end of each part, we will tell you about the next presentation. Now we will start our discussion with Part 1, Introduction. A question comes in mind, why did I choose school management for improvement? Working in oil and gas sector, I was involved in implementation of Six Sigma Kaizen Balance Scorecard and ISO 9001. The underlying principle of all these ideas is to improve the effectiveness of the processes. I also realized the bottlenecks in implementation of these costly ideas, which encouraged me to conceptualize a simple framework for improving the processes. I gave it a name, PEMS model, which can easily identify, measure, and improve the processes. The PEMS model is applicable for education sector. In addition to the above, there are other reasons why I feel that this PEMS model is necessary for school owners. Number one reason is that there is a huge investment involved in establishing a good school. A school requires big land, more than 2 acres for CBSE schools, and good infrastructure as capital investment. Then it requires operational cost in providing good quality education. A normal school project now costs several crores. Hence, owners they deserve a good management system also for such a huge investment. Second reason why I emphasize this approach for school sector is that for a student, schooling is a non-reversible journey. No returning back. A student who has completed 12 years of schooling with average performance, that is marks, cannot be sent back to repeat the education again. In normal circumstances, a student cannot repeat the board exams. That is, once school education ends, student has to live with his result in his lifetime, whatever it may be. Hence, this is a one-way journey. A school can help each student to become excellent performer with the help of a good management system based on PEMS model. Number three reason of applying PEMS model in education sector is that every child is gifted with potential. We hear a quotation that every child is potentially the light of the world. To put it in different way, if a child is given right opportunity in his chosen field, he can show excellent performance. We have examples of Sachin Tendulkar, Sania Mirza, IAS toppers. A good system will help tap the potential of students. By choosing PEMS model, we can help school facilitate an early identification of students' future identity. Fourth reason for me to focus in school is that this sector is involved in upholding great values. Besides developing high caliber students, the school has also moral responsibility to inculcate good manners and values. Then only a student will be a good human being. He can earn respect from others and lead a good life. This should be the essence of whole education. A country is known from its citizens. Otherwise, there is no difference in any country as it is a creation of God. An effective school management system will help an all-round development in students. Lastly, I presume that a school has responsibility of building society and nation. In spite of huge investment of money and time, if a school is not bringing quality output, then it is not doing justice to society and nation. Weak student produced by a school may become liability. On the other hand, quality student is an asset for the society and the nation. Merely paying the income tax and providing employment, a school will not help the nation in a true sense. A school must contribute in a positive manner by producing quality education and quality student. Answer is again PEMS model. These are few reasons which compelled me to focus my energy and experience in the education sector. Let us see what are the challenges faced by a school. In current setup of school, it is much easier to pass an internal exam conducted by school because the passing mark is normally 33% or so. However, for excellent performance, a student needs to secure 90% and above, which is not easy to achieve. Hence, number one challenge school faces is that majority of students lie in the range of 33 and 90%. They will be average performer, neither fail nor excellent. For a bright career, a student needs to be excellent in his field. To become doctors, engineers, a student has to be excellent in academics. In this era of stiff competition, only excellence matters. Those who show excellent performance will have better future prospects, whereas opportunity for average student is far less. A question comes in mind after obtaining average marks what these students will do in their career. 50 to 60 years of life is ahead. They might not be able to accomplish their dreams. Their whole life becomes a struggle only. Instead of being contributor to the society and nation, they might become burden. We need a solution to this concern, which almost every school is facing. PEMS model is an answer. Second challenge is presence of large number of students in school. In any school, number of students reach up to 2000 to 3000. Sometimes it is not easy to pay attention to individual weak students. For example, a student always getting 60% might remain unattended throughout his schooling. Generally, school focuses on students who are critically weak or they are excellent, as these students have greater impact on the reputation of the school. The low average performers are out of the radar of school management system. The impact of these two phenomena is that a mediocre student remains mediocre and stays in the range of greater than 33% and less than 90% and finishes schooling within the same range. If parents are alert, they might intervene and get the situation improved. In other words, school adopts individualistic or selective approach in improvement. Our endeavor is to develop a system where every low and average performer is on the radar and prompts the low performer to improve automatically. It will help school adopt concept of no child left behind, that is NCLB. Another challenge school faces is recognizing future identity of a student. A student spends 12 to 15 years of a very crucial phase of his life in school. Nevertheless, in some cases, he remains unsure as to what career path he needs to adopt. A wrong decision in recognizing the correct interest will bear undesired results in spite of best efforts. Generally speaking, a student's career choice is shaped by his parents and his own decisions. However, in many cases, the school's intervention may be important to make the students realize their gifted potential. Else, students drift to the end slowly without their potential being recognized. For example, Tendulkar, regardless of strong efforts on the academic front, could have done little as compared to what he has achieved as a cricketer. It is important to note that the school holds a great responsibility of creating a conducive atmosphere to facilitate an early identification of students' potential in order to create his future identity. All these challenges which I have discussed can be addressed by creating a management system based on PEMS model. Who is to be blamed for these problems? Do we blame principal, teachers, parents, or students, or owner or management, or all above to be blamed? If you ask me, no one needs to be blamed. Rather, I would say the system is not based on sound principle framework. So, why not improve the school management system on the basis of sound framework? I have endeavored to address these problems using PEMS model during the course of this presentation. This is the end of this part 1. The next part will be part 2, PEMS model, where we will explain the basic principle on which this model is based and how it works. Thank you very much for listening the part 1. If you have any query, please do contact me on my mobile or email. I will be pleased to answer your queries.